The key to problem solving: do not try to solve every problem you discovered. This is a recipe for failure. Why government doesn't solve problems. Hello, I'm John Bernard for the Washington Policy Center. Solving problems is ridiculously simple. If that is true, why do our elected officials struggle so much to deliver solutions with measurable results? Please note the words measurable results, because I'm going to circle back as to why they're so important. If you were to explore the why our leaders struggle to solve problems, the most likely answer you will run into is it's complicated. It's not as complicated as we make it. Let me explain a bit about problem solving. First of all, I've been trained in multiple methods over the years, and I've led in excess of 100 problem-solving projects. I've always taught problem solving through hands-on projects where there was a real problem and we fixed it. Along the way, I developed a simple 7-step process. There are many like it in the marketplace, best described as root-cause-based problem solving. I'm going to walk you through the essence of the methodology quickly. So, you begin by writing a problem statement, a statement without suspected cause or blame. That statement must include a number indicating the current performance. Unless you can define the problem with a number or two, you can't solve the problem. If you don't have a number that's obvious and available, take the time to pick one and populate it. The number could be as straightforward as 60% of callers hang up if they're left on hold for 3 minutes or more. Or its implications as complicated as something like 690 people are homeless and camping every night on property adjacent to the bike path. Solving a problem begins with understanding it. The measure of the problem is the beginning of defining the problem. Then the next step is to dig into the number. Understand everything you can about that number and what drives it. What you're looking for is the root cause. You keep asking questions and gathering data, asking why, and why. The 5 whys help you dig deeper. If you do this with rigor, you will get to 1, 2, or perhaps 3 primary causes of the problem. The data I have seen repeatedly will guide you directly to the root cause, and sometimes, if you're lucky, to the obvious solution. The key to problem solving then becomes focus. Do not try to solve every problem you discovered. This is a recipe for failure. Pick the biggest cause and then go look for solutions. Sometimes the solutions are self-evident, sometimes they're complicated. Go find who has solved this problem and how they did it. Look for options and keep the nature of your cause, your solution, in bright lights. I'm going to stop my description here because my point is you solve problems not by treating symptoms, not by throwing everything you can at them, but you solve them by addressing the root cause, and only that. If you succeed in addressing the root cause, many of the other symptoms disappear because they're secondary causes to the root cause. I have never seen this method fail. Solving problems demands focus, tight focus, driven by facts. If you want to solve problems, you have to deal with truth. It takes discipline, but the reward makes it worth it. Can our government solve problems? Absolutely. It just takes discipline, focus, and facts. I'm John Bernard, and that's the ugly truth.
If you found this informative, share it with a friend and consider checking out one of our suggested videos over here. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can stay up to date with the latest policy news from Washington.